Okay guys, so we're pretty much done building the pack for today, and we're getting ready to deploy the server as soon as we test it one last time with the Pathomania mod and the updated Zero's minimap, which that of course is not dependent on a server. I want to show you right quick the make server script. It's at the top where a bunch of your distributable servers might be, and well, this is what it looks like. And what you have to do is you tell it a version, the folder, the root folder of the server. So if your server is like in a folder called Extreme, you would type Extreme, and then Forge version, which that lets your players or server admin know which Forge version you built the server on, because it's not going to be it won't be painfully obvious, because you might have it in there like I do, like because I run a bunch of servers and these scripts are capable of killing their own processes based on the running jar name. So like from my Extreme server, I call it that's my master server, so I just call it plain old forge.jar. And my vintage one is called, based on vintage craft, it's called vintage.jar. And then Cube World, which runs on a different server, but that one's called Cube World or Skyscraft. I can't decide which one I want to call it .jar. And then I have my various development cycles, and they're either named test or experimental or something. So that's one reason to have different server folder names and server jars with different names. Plus, a little teeny word is a lot better than a word followed by a sequence of numbers that you can't remember because it changes every week. And this just packs up the directory. It goes into the directory and it removes all the things that are stupid that you don't need and puts them in a safe spot. Well, basically it archives the directory ahead of time, and then it goes in and removes all the stupid things, which is like, yeah, right there on that line. We're just removing all the things you don't need. You don't need my crash reports, logs, disabled folder, forged directories, blah 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 blah. These are unessential things. And then it zips it up, and then it puts it into the predefined paths. And I hope you enjoy dog barking. So, and all that's defined up here. Makes life very, very, very much easier. And then of course it makes little backups up here in case I flub it up and I need to somehow restore my stuff. I.e. that's the directory, the archives is making. Okay. And I don't think you guys can see this screen, so I'm going to pause it. Okay, here we go. So everything worked out. Now I'm going to deploy the mod. And all this particular script just does some things. That's what it does. It goes to the other folder that's not the development folder and wipes it out. Only the mods and the configs and the words, and any FE permissions that might exist, and puts in the new ones that come from the development server. Probably shouldn't be wiping out those FE permissions, shouldn't it? I'm gonna change that right now. DD. And that makes this pointless. Okie doke. Control X to write and save. Alrighty. Do. Alright, now we wait, no, I need to make sure my Chrome tab is not gonna run while I do it. Control X. And then now I need to go into the screen. Oh, I need to stop the one that I just did. Screen dash R experiment. Stop. Hammer time. Now we can go into the last remaining screen. Still no players in there. And we'll stop it. And then it ensures we'll have a nice, no issues. Now I deploy. Boom, done. Okay, CD to the root. And we'll make my server now, which is 4.3.0 Extreme. And that was built on Forge 1562. 1563 is out right now, but it's just a version bump, so there's no need to arse with it. And then this, and that's going to copy, it's going to create my server structure on my website and load the server to the appropriate place. And then all I have to do is copy over the necessary things into my actual Technic platform for the update. Show you what that looks like. So CD to the pack extreme and server. And these are all my servers. So 4.3.0-extreme-server, and that's, I'm going to be changing the version number to reflect 430. Okay, we're done in here. Oh, I can reactivate my cron tab. And that just runs a big old script that restarts various services if they've died, including the game itself. Okay, and now I need to actually start the game with a totally different script than before. This is a really big, it's included, you can, in the archive you can see it. I'll just less it. It's really huge. Now with some creativity you can convert SH files to BAT files if you want to use a script like this on Windows. But I really recommend you be using Linux. It's much better for running your servers. Hey, that's a dog chewing on a bone. You just kind of have to deal with that. Sometimes it happens in these videos. So, game, start. And there's other commands that script does. I did not write that script. It's come from somebody else. Did modify it a little, but I just use it to, of course, it starts the game. The script, of course, exits. But if the forge jar is ever detected to not be running, we'll see every 5 minutes we run game start, and start checks to see if forge jar is running, and if forge jar isn't running, then it starts it running. If it is running, then the script exits. Boom. So that takes care of that problem. I don't have all these fancy graphical interfaces. I actually found them to be unnecessary. They're only nice in the sense that whatever, but you know, you shouldn't be managing your server externally. You should actually log in with your player and manage it directly. Seriously, why are you even Minecrafting? Okay, so now I can get out of my terminals. We're done with everything. And I'm gonna go ahead and when you're testing your pack, make sure it's like set on private. That way if you only allowed your client to download it, you know, only you can get it if it's private, and whoever else you've authorized to get it. As soon as you make it unprivate, the whole world can get it. I'll make this on private in a moment because I have to actually test everything. But for all intents and purposes, we're done. I hope you enjoyed this. Later.